In the Eritrean Orthodox Wahedo Church, Easter isn't just a one-and-done deal. It's this really profound 8-day celebration called the Easter Octave. It's a spiritual journey that literally takes us from the empty tomb all the way to the promise of eternal life. So let's explore this sacred and joyful week together.
So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll get into the meaning of the celebration itself. Then we'll walk day by day through the octave, focusing first on this idea of crossing into a new life and then seeing a huge promise fulfilled. And finally, we'll see how this joy is lived out before we, put our knowledge to the test.
Okay, so the celebration is called Phosika. This comes from the Greek word Pascha, which means Passover, and this connection is huge because it immediately ties Christ's victory over death to that ancient story of liberation, and that's a powerful theme you're going to see all throughout the Easter Octave. All right, let's kick off our day-by-day journey. These first 3 days of the Easter Octave, they're all about helping us really understand and soak in the new reality that the resurrection brought into the world. Easter Monday is called Mamedot, and what does that mean? Well, it's a Ge'ez word for crossing. This isn't just about a physical trip, it's about a deep spiritual one. It represents humanity's journey out of the darkness of the grave and into the amazing light of paradise, a path that Christ opened up for all of us.
Now, to really get this idea of crossing, the church uses this incredible analogy from the Old Testament, the Israelites' exodus from Egypt. Think of it like this. In this spiritual view, Egypt symbolizes hell. Pharaoh, he represents the devil. And that Eritrean Sea they crossed is like a picture of hellfire. The Israelites stand in for all of us, the laity. And Moses, their leader, well, he embodies the Son of God, Jesus Christ, who guides us to salvation. Pretty powerful, right?
On Tuesday, we switch gears a bit to focus on something superhuman: doubt. This day gets its name from the Apostle Thomas. He's the one who famously wasn't there when Jesus first appeared and said, "Nope, I need to see some real proof before I believe this."
And this moment is just so key. Christ doesn't get angry with Thomas for his doubt. Instead, as we read in the Gospel of John, he just compassionately invites him to touch his wounds. And that encounter, it completely transforms Thomas's skepticism into one of the most powerful declarations of faith ever: my Lord and my God.
Then, on Wednesday, we remember Alazar, or Lazarus, the man Christ raised from the dead after 4 whole days. This miracle was absolutely staggering. It wasn't just a big event that led to the crucifixion, it was a major sign. Kind of like a preview of Christ's own ultimate victory and his power as the resurrection and the life. Okay, so now we're moving into the real heart of the week. Here, the focus shifts from just understanding this new reality to seeing how the resurrection fulfilled promises made thousands of years ago and set up the very foundation of the church.